Which one to get? It's a tough decision. Really, it's just how big is it going to be?
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Mike went to go grab something inside. It's just after lunch, and we're headed to the store. But I wanted to talk about something with you all. About 18 months ago, we started our YouTube channel, and we felt like we wanted to add to the happiness and share about our family, and make people feel like you can still live the life of your dreams, that the world isn't closing up, but that it's still open and full of opportunity and happiness. So we really enjoyed sharing that. But I'll tell you what, it's really easy when you have a YouTube channel to get sucked into this kind of the darker side of YouTube, which is where you're living for your channel and it becomes the most important thing in your life. And so we were always trying to make sure that didn't happen to us. And then about 6 months ago, a friend of a friend and I got connected, and he works for a really, really big YouTube channel. Or he did. He just actually switched jobs. But he's worked with the top vlogging families and knows them. And I was kind of talking to him about how we can make our channel better and along those lines. And the conversation turned into something I didn't expect, which was, he said, unfortunately, not only is it difficult for people not to get lost and to kind of lose themselves in their channel, he said, I've never not seen it happen. And that was a really, really good conversation for me to have with him. And I don't know a lot of YouTubers, and the ones that I do know, I don't feel like are getting lost in their channel. But I know that it's difficult and something you have to push back against. And so we've been really conscious of that, where we're living our life for us and being led by what feels right to us, through prayer and following our heart. And then we let our YouTube channel kind of show you what we're doing. We're not ever making decisions for our YouTube channel or making decisions for our life because it'll look better on our YouTube channel or it'll be more exciting for our YouTube channel. And so that means, you guys all noticed, and we've gotten lots of comments about it, watch out, that we didn't post for a while when we got to France. It was a time of kind of, I guess almost like a rebirth for us, where we had to, it was such a big change for us. And so it didn't really feel true to us to keep making videos. We needed that break. And so we took it. And that was important to us. So even actually stepping back and wondering if we wanted to continue making YouTube. Because I'll tell you what, we are not traveling because it's good for a YouTube channel. We didn't live in an RV because it was good for a YouTube channel. We don't make any of those decisions because of that motivator. It's always, what do we want to do with our lives and what do we feel drawn to? And I share that not I want you to understand why we don't post sometimes, and why maybe, sometimes you guys will say, well, it would be a lot better, or I would watch. We love to have you along. We love the relationship we have with you guys through the YouTube channel. But we also, I guess I wanted to make this video so that you would know that you have permission to do that in your life too. That you ultimately need to say what feels right to me and what makes me happy. And I don't mean that in a way like living selfishly. It's actually the opposite. I think living in a way where you are following what brings you good feelings, and that's usually serving others, doing things that are full of goodness and seeking after good things, but that you don't have to live for someone else, and you don't have to stay at the job that you hate, and you don't have to keep doing something that just makes you feel terrible. But ultimately, we had a kind of we were having this big transitional time, and then we were getting a lot of negative comments on our channel, so we took a step back. Ultimately, we decided we did want to keep sharing our lives with you on YouTube. And it was good for us. I think we came back with a renewed vigor and a better understanding of how we want to do that, and how we want to share with you, and why we're sharing with you. You know, I'm from Houston, and so a couple weeks ago there were the floods in Houston, and my parents' house was flooded, and I watched my siblings, I watched my high school, the grocery stores, the streets I knew, all filled with water. Watched dozens and dozens and dozens of friends' homes flooded, and it was a devastating week. It was really hard for me. Definitely didn't, I think I only posted one video that week. But what I did remember is that during those times, it seems like everything is messed up, that there's no hope. And I remembered that's what I appreciate about our channel, is that I would like a channel like ours to remind me that there is still hope. And that's why we have this channel, because we believe that, and we push through our fear, and we push through the hard things. You can see that sometimes it is hard for us, and we want you to know that doesn't mean it's wrong, but that we find our way ultimately to what feels right and to the happiness that life has to offer. A lot of people were scared for us to come to France because they said there would be terrorist attacks and that would be dangerous. No, it didn't. France has been beautiful and wonderful. Here we are leaving in less than a week, and it will be bittersweet to leave. So I just wanted to have that conversation with you here on the way to the grocery store, because I want you to know where we're coming from, and so I want you to also know ultimately that when you watch our channel, you're watching us. Like, this is our life. This is us. We don't act anything out for the camera. We don't plan anything ahead. Gosh, it would probably make a better YouTube channel if we did. Ultimately, we want to be true to ourselves. We want to live the life that we want to live, and then we take you along for it. So I hope that some of you know that, and that's what you like about our channel. Anyways, now we're going to the store. Just got to get a few things. Should we take you guys in? So another thing to keep in mind, even when we're not posting on YouTube, we are posting on Instagram. I also think a factor in this, and we're going to have to figure this out, because I don't think Ireland's going to have better internet where we're headed, but at least where we're headed in Ireland. But it takes like 8 hours to upload one of our videos, and like for whatever reason there's like a mind block there for me, but Instagram, it's pretty instantaneous. So here's our humongous van out in the Super U parking lot. So we're gonna head into the Super U. We're just gonna get a few days worth. So do we need any furry stools? Is the first question.
Oh yeah, we do a couple of these actually. €12, not bad, you know?
Yeah. It's amazing how many things you don't need when you don't have a house or an RV. Like, you don't need any of that stuff. Yes. I'm gonna do soup tonight.
Lots of sausage.
And I know there's but there's only 3 types. There's chipotles.
Lots of options.
There's saucis, and then there's merguez. I think chipotles actually means small, and saucis means big, and then merguez is just a different type.
And someone's going to tell us we're completely wrong about all that.
Yeah.
It's like ordering in a restaurant. You think you know what you're getting, but then you don't.
Last night we scored. We went out to dinner and it was amazing.
It's yummy. We're going to make some quiche.
I'm just going to get the pre-made things. Fruit cups.
Bananas. Pineapple.
Fish.
Fish. Which I think means peach.
You do. You know what it means. Our French has improved quite a bit, which makes me feel really happy. I mean, our very, very basic French.
Cereal, Megan.
Okay, first of all, their milk is not refrigerated here. I don't know if that's what makes it taste so strange, but I don't like it. It's like ultra pasteurized and then kept on this shelf, not refrigerated. And then you refrigerate it once you open it, but it just tastes kind of different to me. I think that's probably going to be typical wherever I go, that milk tastes different. I wouldn't have believed you if you had told me this before, but they have cereal here, but it all has chocolate in it, like all of it. And you may not believe me, But look,
Very little bit doesn't.
muesli, chocolate, 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 chocolate,
It's a breakfast food.
chocolate, 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 chocolate. Oh, like these don't, because those look really healthy. Cocoa Pops, Chocopeak, Chocolat, Chocella, the Star Wars Rogue One with chocolate, Caramel Chocolat, Crunch Max, Chocolat, Chocolat,
Good, man.
Tresor.
Get some.
It's everywhere.
Oh, which one to get? It's a tough decision. Really, it's just how big is it going to be?
Is that really necessary to have it all the way across?
They usually have like real big ones there. They've kind of switched it out. And then they got
Jams.
they got a lot more cookie butter here than.
Butter,
These huge blocks.
I think this is salt crystals. Let's get that one.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Cheese, 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 cheese. Yep, and then more cheese over here. This is kind of like just like factory cheese.
You know what I could do?
Over
because-
here is like local cheese. And here's all our local cheese.
We need some cheddar.
Yeah, get some cheddar. We have tried lots of cheeses here, which makes your fridge very stinky. Whenever we open our fridge, it's like, whoa, stinky in there. Hey, let's get that one cheese we love. Where's that one in the cup?
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I think it might actually be back over there.
Oh. So you have to clean it out more often and get all those stinky old cheeses out.
It is, man. It's a green one.
That looks kind of
Oh,
disgusting.
it's a pesto cheese.
Oh, yum. I like this one. We kind of have to like try to remember which ones we like and try to find them again.
Gnocchi. Okay. Yeah, all right.
You think 2 for a huge pot of soup?
Yes, plenty. Those go far.
No, I know. I'm saying should I only get 1?
Oh, well, we got a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay, we got some tomatoes. What else, Meg?
I'm trying to put it together in my brain right now.
Okay. There's your escargot. I haven't tried that yet. Here's the eggs. They don't refrigerate the eggs here. They don't wash them, so there's this little membrane on the outside that will actually preserve the egg if you don't wash it, so they don't need to refrigerate them, which is nice. So, I'm gonna grab some eggs.
So you might notice we don't bag our groceries here. We kind of noticed other people weren't. There's no baggers. We bag them once we get to the cart. We just have to kind of look around and see what everybody else is doing. So we keep our bags in the back of the van and we walk our groceries out like this. And then when we get to the car, we bag them there. We see every once in a while some people bagging in the store, but it seems to take a long time and they're not used to people doing that, I think. And so you kind of get looks. I don't know, maybe just this area of the country, but I don't mind it too much. Okay, we're done at the Super EU.
Oh, damn.
And we want to get, this is the story of our lives here in France. We want to get a special treat. And so we're going to head to the local bakery, get some bread there, and get maybe some apple tarts, because those are my favorite. The pear tarts are really good too, because they're not too sweet.
I think I like the pear ones better.
Yeah, they're not too sweet, and they're really flavorful, so we'll grab some of those. So we came to this one. It's not on our way home or anything, but we noticed that there were always a lot of people walking down this road with baguettes and with bread. And not every bread store or boulangerie and patisserie, not everyone has people doing that. And so we started to wonder if it was like a really good one. And then a friend here or someone we know here confirmed that this is like the best one around. So now we come here. And thus we just go get the bread in town. Bread in town is not as good as this, but it's still pretty good. So we were kind of staring at these little, I don't even know what they were, bruschettes or something, and that's not what they were. I don't remember what they were. But she gave us to us as a gift when we left, which is super nice. She was very, very, very nice. People in France are nice too. They're just normal. You know, I don't.
Especially when you're buying tons of stuff from their store.
Yeah.
Patisserie for the boulangerie.
I think that might be like little bits of meringue.
Oh, that sounds good.
You know.
Oh, it's like airy on the inside. There's nothing in there. Just like a score, huh? Did she give us 2 or just 1?
This is very good. 4.
4? Yes! Okay, we're going home.
It's good.
Okay, we're home. Megan is examining the bread.
It smells so good. Woo!
That's some real...
I'm definitely gluten-free.
Yeah, totally. Not possible in France. You alright?
Yep.